Hello, my friend. How are you doing?
And to you, good day. Perfect. Thank you. And you?
Swell.
Swell. You are swollen?
Oh, no, I'm swell. I'm
Swell.
doing peachy, actually.
Peachy.
Yeah.
All right.
Bashar, I have a question for you on
Yes.
Qigong breathing exercises.
Yes.
There's a lot of differences in different Taoist lineages and magical, esoteric, alchemical traditions.
Yes, there are.
What would you say is the most conducive that is in alignment with the 5 levels of mastery?
The one that works best for you with the intention of applying it to the 5 levels of mastery.
Okay, great. So doing Qigong as
The one you are most attracted to use with the intention of applying it that way is the one that will work best for you. That's why you're attracted to it.
Okay.
Otherwise, you'd be attracted to something else.
Okay, excellent. And as far as Hermetic and Taoist magical lineages,
Yes.
it's a collection of permission slips, basically,
Of course, everything is.
that you have also transmitted. Would you say the 5 levels of mastery is like an alchemical process of shedding those belief systems to unveil
That's
more
part
of
of
your
it.
innate abilities?
That's part of it, yes. It's not the only thing, but that's part of it. It's simply the permission slip that works for most of the hybrids that walk that path.
Okay, great. And how about the Egyptian discoveries recently? Are you allowed to speak on the matter?
Depends.
Would you like to speak about the Hall of Records or the Thoth? There was a temple of the Thoth priests that were recently discovered.
Yes, that's pronounced tote.
I said Thoth just for everyone else, but, so everyone knows Thoth is pronounced Tote.
Do they?
Okay.
Well, they do now.
They do now. Could you speak on the matter, please?
The tote vibration that is revealed to your world has to do with a specific frequency, a specific ratio, measurements in the chamber that speak of a particular ratio of frequencies that have to do with connecting to higher source information, and a specific extraterrestrial society that we are not allowed to talk about at this time, but you are allowed to certainly figure out the frequencies based on the proportions of the chamber and go into the state that allows you to connect to them and find out for yourselves personally who they are, because they wish it to be a personal one-on-one experience at this moment rather than a revelation of their entire society to yours.
So this is a civilization that Tote himself connected with during those times.
It is the civilization that Tote is from.
Which is the Anunnaki.
No,
Venus.
not exactly. It is connected to the Anunnaki, but it's another offshoot, just as the Anunnaki no longer exist in their present form, and some of them evolved into the Lyrans and the Pleiadians. There are other offshoots we haven't discussed. Tote is one of the offshoots.
I see.
So now this revelation can take you down a different path with some of the ancient Anunnaki energy as it has evolved into a new form that Tote the Wise can now begin to teach you and remind you of once again on your planet, now that it's okay for that energy to start coming out, but it has to be on a one-to-one personal basis at first.
I felt that, and once I was transmitted the 42 affirmations of Mott, and I don't know, what's the significance of the number 42 in ancient Egypt, Bashar?
You are going to have to ask Tote that.
Okay, great. I will do that. But I find it difficult to...
I beg your pardon?
I find it really easy to connect with that energy frequency. It's just not always in the way I prefer.
You're a fast learner.
Yeah. And how about, I know the serpent is the symbol of ancient wisdom, but can you specifically go into the Cobra as Krishna or Thoth presents himself?
It has to do with different arrangements and understanding of DNA molecules and what the different arrangements allow you to do when the markers are open and allowing for certain energy frequencies to flow through them to give you certain abilities you may not be fully exhibiting now.
I see. Is the difference...
An ancient science that became what you call medicine, but is something far beyond that.
Yes. Is the symbol of the cobra, how it spreads its head and its back, representative of something that happens in our brain?
Yes.
Okay.
The expansion of understanding.
Great. And I'm thinking about developing an AR VR training system based around this material.
All right.
Is there anything that you would recommend? to be a part of this? So just follow our highest excitement.
Just follow your excitement. You'll find what you need.
All the things are there, basically.
This is your process. Yes, you have everything you need.
And
it's just a matter of arranging it in the way that works.
Okay. So it should allow it to be malleable and flexible and not based not so much on a level linear system progression, maybe.
You can have some linearity to it for those that need to at first acclimate to it in a way that they are used to, but it also needs to go into a nonlinear format as well to take them to a higher level. But it can be a transition.
Awesome. Start with the ABCs. And
Yes.
can you tell me who, I've been reading the Bible lately and going
Yes.
full circle and in all my experience. Can you
Yes.
tell me who Thoth is in the Bible?
Who Thoth is in the Bible.
Yes, because he goes by many names.
Well, again, it's still the same being that we're talking about, but there have been many different interpretations and many different kinds of interactions and experiences that gave rise to different aspects being formalized for different people in different ways, but they're all still aspects of Thoth.
I see. So would you say the Melchizedek energy, or could you give
It is
something?
connected.
Okay.
It is connected.
Okay. And how about in the Quran, maybe the Archangel Gabriel that came to...
Not so much Gabriel in that sense, but there are aspects of the Quran that also connect into the idea of Thoth, but in a different way.
Okay. And for my last question, regarding like Taoist and Hermetic lineages that
Yes.
have their permission slips, different hand sigils, they creating different talismans, pretty much you can create a blueprint for yourself and create your own meaning with your own intention attached to it. So it's not so much about having to go through those ancient schools and having to find those representations that they connect to, but make your own connections of your own
In
deliberate
this
choice.
day and age, yes.
Okay.
Because it's all about taking a bit of this and a bit of that, whatever works for you, and creating your own formula in your own unique way. That's now the idea of how to use permission slips. They're that flexible, that malleable, and they will work for you because of what you're attracted to use and how you are attracted to create a new formula, a new recipe for yourself that is unique to the vibrational state you're in at the moment that you created.
Excellent. So we're becoming waking up to being the programmers.
Yes.
Excellent.
You're rewriting your own codes.
Yeah. And real quick for my personal journey, I've been a martial artist my whole life and super obsessed with that. It's been my main source of income. And
Yes.
I feel like I just broke free from my Taoist lineage, and it was very intense for me to walk
right.
away from that.
Well,
But
congratulations.
I saw that there was allowing myself to evolve in a new way where my conditioned identity was so segmented into those realities, but I'm allowing to let that totally go to grow into something of a totally different vibration nature.
right.
And that's
If you make a space, it will
Yeah.
fill with
But-
something new.
I don't necessarily need to make that total cut and cutting that cord.
It's up to you.
I see.
It's up to you. It's all up to you. Remember the final step of the meditation that we gave you in yesterday's session? What was the final step? You are free to choose.
And
You are free
free.
to choose.
You are free.
Yes.
So I wouldn't be doing some fear-based thought of like missing out on like that lineage.
Remember
like,
one of the other
initiation.
things? Everything happens in perfect timing. You can miss nothing that's relevant for you.
Bashar, that's
Maybe we suggest that meditation for you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Our unconditional love to you.
Beautiful day.